Good morning, children. We were in the lesson, The Little Ball of Fur. It is in page 80. The last bell rang. So, here it is told about Sonu's school. So, the last bell rang in Sonu's school. Children came running and shouting out of the school. So, it is a common scene. You might have observed this in almost all the schools when the bell rings, the last bell rings. So the students are excited to go home. So they will be cheering, happy, and they will be running and shouting. Okay? But Sonu didn't like running and shouting. He's a different boy. He wants to follow discipline even while going back home. So Sonu didn't like running and shouting. He came walking gently and slowly. So he walked out of school gate in a gentle way. He walked gently and slowly. Something strange happened. See there. Meow. Sonu heard it and stopped. That means when he just stepped out of his school, he heard a sound, meow sound, and he stopped there. He heard meow, he heard it again. Second time he heard the same sound, meow sound. And he looked. In the sense, he wanted to know from where that sound was coming. So he started searching from where that sound was coming. It was in the dustbin. It was in the dustbin. What was in the dustbin? The sound was coming from the dustbin. It was in the dustbin near the school gate from where the sound was coming. And who was making that sound? It was a little kitten. Kitten means baby of a cat. What do you mean by kitten? K-I-T-T-E-N. Kitten means a baby cat. Just like baby of a dog is called puppy. Similarly, a baby of a cat is called kitten. It was a little kitten and he got surprised. It was a little kitten. Sonu picked it up. Picked it up means he took it from there and he put it into his pocket. P-O-C-K-E-T, pocket. Understanding, children? So he was wearing a short uniform, shirt and short. And he put that kitten, since it was very small, he could easily put that kitten into his pocket. It was so small. It was like a little ball of fur. That is the reason we have this little ball of fur in the title. See here, little ball of fur means it is nothing but the little kitten. Ready, children? So, but I can't take it home, said Sonu to himself. Now he is thinking, yes, the kitten is so nice, beautiful, so pretty, so pretty. But he's thinking that he cannot take it to his home because he has a pet dog at his home. See, it is given there. We have a pet dog and our dog doesn't like cats because dog is the natural enemy of any cat. Is it not? So, snake and mongoose, if you take, mongoose is the natural enemy of a snake. Similarly, dog is a natural enemy of a cat. So, if Sonu takes this little kitten home, then the dog at his home, his pet dog at his home, may eat away this little kitten. So, he's worried. He's worried about that. So, he cannot take it to his home. So, what else can he do now? He cannot leave the kitten in the dustbin itself also, because he won't feel like going away without helping the kitten, making it safe. See, he can neither take it home nor he can leave the kitten in the dustbin. So he has to do something for that, something for the kitten. Sonu walked home thinking, so throughout his journey back to his home, he is thinking about this. He is worried about the kitten. He has already picked it up from the dustbin. He has put it into his pocket. So now he has to find a safe place for this kitten. So he's thinking which may be the safe place for that kitten. He's thinking throughout his journey back to his home. He reached the corner of his street. So he's thinking and he's moving back home, and he has reached the corner of his street. His street means the street where his house is located. Understanding? So he saw a green letter box. See there. Suddenly he saw a green letter box. He saw a green letter box. It was fixed at the gate of a house. Letter box. You can see in this picture, children. Can you see the letter box? Green color letter box here. Yes. So this is a box which is meant for collecting letters. The postman, when he wants to give letter to this house, he will just come and drop the letters into this letter box. So the letter box is fixed to the gate, sometimes to the gate or sometimes to the compound wall. So you can see like this, and he just put that letter. He just put that little ball of fur, that is the little kitten, into the letter box. It was fixed at the gate of a house. The letter box was fixed at the gate of a house. It was Mrs. Shanti's house. Whose house was that? Where the letter box was fixed? Whose house? Mrs. Shanti's house. See there, MRS. MRS means the short form of Mrs. Mrs. means it's the title given to a woman who is married. So it was Mrs. Shanti's house. She was a kind old lady. A good lady. A kind lady. An old lady. Okay? So, Mrs. Shanti is a gentle lady, said Sonu to himself. So he thought to himself, Mrs. Shanti is a gentle lady. She is not harmful. Okay, she is not wild. She is very kindful. She has no dog. This is very important. I have a dog at my home. I cannot take the kitten to my home. But Mrs. Shanti doesn't have a dog at her home. So she will like to have this kitten, this little kitten. So he's thinking that. Okay, so since there is no dog at her house, Mrs. Shanti may definitely like to have this little kitten. So he took out of his pocket the little ball of fur, that is the little kitten, and he put it inside Mrs. Shanti's letter box. Understanding? So you can see that. Okay? And then he went and stood behind the big banyan tree near Mrs. Shanti's house. See there, you can see that in his picture. Can you see there? Sonu is hiding behind the tree there, and he is watching what would happen. Now he dropped the little kitten into the letter box, and he went, but he didn't go away from there fully. He didn't go home from there. He just hid behind the tree, a big banyan tree near Mrs. Shanti's house, and he wanted to watch what would happen. Understanding? So we will see what actually happened. Okay, after he dropped that little kitten into the box, into the letter box, what happened, we will see in the next video.